Hey everyone, happy end of June. How did this happen? I'm about to announce the July box and tell you all about it, but I also want to invite you into behind the scenes process of how I choose my books each month, and wanted to share the 3 options that I was considering for the month of July, which explores the theme of what is freedom. It's a little bit of an investigation. So all 3 of those books were kind of perfect for that. So let me tell you why Coming Home by Brittney Griner made the cut, and that will be our next book for the curated monthly box. My first consideration for July was Poverty by America. This book has been trending everywhere I looked. I've been meaning to read it for a while. It actually came out a year ago, but the softcover just got released this year. It's written by Princeton University sociologist Matthew Desmond, and he's actually won a Pulitzer Prize for another one of his books called Evicted. This book has been groundbreaking and mind-blowing for me. It's also heartbreaking. I find it very heavy as somebody who's an immigrant, who's dealt with poverty, who has experienced the consequences of poverty within my family structure. So as much as I love this book and I'm reading it myself, I just thought that if you had to read one book this July, this might not be the book that would make your months lighter. So I just didn't want to be responsible for making you read something so serious. However, I highly recommend this book. It's won so many awards, too many awards. All of these top publications and media sources have said it's one of the best reads. So the next pick is the complete opposite of the first one, in the sense that it's comedic, hilarious, lighthearted, and so clever. When I saw this book, I immediately thought of like Borat the movie. I couldn't be more wrong. It's hilarious, but it's like not profane, and it's actually very helpful and educational. So A.J. Jacobs, The Year of Living Constitutionally, he explores Constitution in the literal form. He actually adapts the lifestyle and lives by the principles and instructions, and how they come in a clash with today's society. And so this book is really interesting as it is funny, and it talks about whether we can really live Constitution literally in the modern age. It's very thought-provoking, well written, educational, but ultimately I thought it was a little bit of a niche subject matter. I feel like my dad would like this book more than I do. It's good. I'm gonna finish it because it's interesting to me and I'm learning a ton, but I just didn't want you to get bored. Although this is not boring at all. Ta-da! This is it. This is the book for July, my last pick, and that's the one I went with. So, Coming Home by Brittney Griner. I'm sure you've heard her story. I can't imagine anybody who has not heard her story, but just as a recap, in 2022, she was playing in the WNBA off-season in Russia, in Yekaterinburg, which is my hometown. That's where I was born. And on her way there, she got detained at the airport and ended up spending 10 months in prison in Russia. And this book is just pulled at my heartstrings. It's a memoir. It's beautifully written, so full of incredible stories that make you feel somebody else's humanity through your own skin. So I feel like if there was one book that helped us explore the true meaning of freedom and how to not take it for granted, this is the book that I recommend. It's a roller coaster of a read, but it's so good as you read the story and really feel the empathy and compassion for her journey. Okay, so these were my 3 picks. Let me know your thoughts. Do you think I made the right choice? And which of these 3 books do you want to read? Maybe all 3, maybe none of these. Please comment below, let me know how I did, and I'm going to be sharing more about July box and the pairings that I handpicked for this book. So stay tuned for more, and thank you for your support.